So this is the first video that I'm putting on my YouTube channel since getting back from China a few weeks ago. I guess it would have been just over 3 weeks ago that I've been back, and I was there for just over 3 weeks as well. So today was just a front squat, push press, and jerk dips workout. I also did some light hyperextensions at the end as well, but I didn't record those. So this is the first time I kind of went for a heavy single in any exercise really since coming back from China. I've been kind of following a general template of 2 weeks of more volume and trying to push the intensity, followed by a brief deload or lighter workouts for a few days, and then at the end of the third week going for a heavy single in either the front squat or back squat, and then also kind of pushing the intensity on the other exercises at the end of the week as well. So I thought that this is a good opportunity to film the workout, especially since when I got to the gym today, there wasn't really anyone else there. So I just set up my camera and decided to film most of the workout. I'm just warming up on the front squats here, as you can see. Just warmed up with triples mostly. Didn't need to rest too much in between most of these sets. Just kind of took a second to breathe and just readjust, getting used to setting up, because somehow after over 2 years of weightlifting, front squats are still the most awkward exercise for me to do. And it's really just, I have to kind of force the position when I'm setting up even, and putting my feet into place for a natural squatting position is not really that natural to me, so I kind of have to think about that a lot. And when the weight gets heavy, that really becomes a bit of a limiting factor, having to hold the weight on my chest while I kind of get comfortable and find my balance before squatting down. So since coming back from China, school / work residency has really been kicking my ass. It was one thing trying to get over the jet lag kind of the first few days, but having to do 28-hour call shifts while still jet lagged really made it tough to readjust to Canadian time. But I think by now my body's pretty much gotten used to it, and also has gotten used to being super sleep deprived, because my current rotation during the 28 hours of call shifts, it's really rare to see more than 1 or 2 hours in the call room bed. So my PR front squat is 140 kilos. So with today's workout, I was really hoping just to hit something, kind of close to that at least over 130 kilos. So this is 130 right now. And then this actually ended up being the heaviest weight that I hit during this workout. I tried 135 after this, but one of the biggest issues I have is being able to stay tight in the hole, and getting that quad drive out the bottom. My hips really shoot back whenever I bounce or try to bounce aggressively out of the hole on heavy weights. So that's been an ongoing issue, and as you can see there, I just get out of position and can't really keep pushing, even though it doesn't really look like I'm giving it a fight, but the bar was just not in a position where I could even drive with my legs. I went back down and then tried to work back up, so this is 135 again, and really just the same thing. So after the front squats, I just worked up to a heavy-ish push press, and my PR is 100 kilos, and this is 100 kilos on bar right now. The push press actually felt decent. The weights kind of leading up to that definitely went up a lot smoother, but I haven't really been doing too much push press as of lately, so it's good to see that the strength in that exercise is still there at least. One of the things that I changed while I was in China this time around was I widened my grip on my cleans, jerks, and front squats, and that's really carried over to my push press, I think. It's just a more natural rack position, just for my anatomy. I really noticed it when I was doing jerk dips in China. It just felt like a stronger position for me. So here's 210 kilos. I'm still trying to kind of decide where I should set the rack when I'm doing these jerk dips. I played around with a few different rack heights, and I think today it might have been a little bit too high. So we'll just try it, the rack a little bit lower next time and see how it feels to get a bit of a deeper dip. I'm really liking that exercise to build strength in the rack position and the posture muscles. But I think I might start incorporating some pause squats, front squats and back squats as well over the next couple weeks, just to build that strength in the bottom position, which was definitely a limiting factor this week. So I'm just kind of doing more of an auto-regulated programming right now. This is one of the things that Coach Zong helped me figure out. And he said, especially with my limited schedule, the exercise selection and training priorities are the most important thing in my programming right now. So I don't, at this time, really plan on competing for a little while, at least a few months, and it'll also depend on my schedule with work and school and when it would be a good opportunity, or when I will actually have a chance to get a decent stretch of training in, which has kind of been a main issue over the last couple of years of training, but there's not really anything you can do about that, so